Brayflox's Longstep. Now Brayflox. Oh, we're not gonna skip this. I'm so used to skipping the cutscenes. So Brayflox's Longstep is a dungeon that you also have to pay attention to the mechanics, even though it's a little bit simpler now. We'll see if we've got some... Looks like we've got somebody who might have been through here a few times. Ah. So, first thing, Iron Will. That's a ranged unit that we just hit. We are going to sit here. Okay, we have got someone who is not with us. Oh, somebody left. So that will happen occasionally. You will get someone that will leave the dungeon and you've got to replenish the members. And if you leave a dungeon, you will get a leaving dungeon penalty if you are the first person to leave, and if you are if you're the first person to leave, you will get a penalty. If you're not the first person to leave, you shouldn't get a penalty unless they changed it recently. You will also not get a penalty if it was a preformed group of all 4 of you. You have to come over here, and you have to talk to this Goblin Pathfinder. The reason you do that is the Pathfinder gives you a key. If you don't do that, then you're going to go up to this doorway, and you're not going to be able to go through. So the first boss. This has... Does this place have 4 bosses? Yes, this place has 4 bosses. Okay. So this is an outlier again. There were a few of these back in the day, where you had 4 bosses instead of 3. Most dungeons are down to 3 bosses now. New ones that are made. So first boss. First boss does poison. And they will also call occasionally extra fizzes to come fight for them. So as the tank, you've got to watch for them to be there, and then you just pick them up. Usually better to have the DPS kill them all. But I'm not gonna fault them. I will focus on my AoEs to get them down. I'll single target this one down. Allows me to get my combo out earlier. Alright, so next group is going to appear soon. You want to dodge out of the numbing breath. Okay. So this group, you just have to pick up and just burn down the boss from this point, because once the boss dies, they will die too. Now, this is a place that... Huh. Didn't know that a weapons dropped here. In fact, I was pretty sure no weapons dropped here. So, around here, there are a lot of chests that you can get. You have to rescue goblins that are being attacked in order to get the chests. And there will be chests that will drop like that. But you don't have to get them all. We're gonna need on that. You don't have to engage all of them in combat, just a few of them. And if you approach these goblins, some ads will spawn. And if you go up that little route there, some ads will spawn up there. In fact, I don't think you even need to go up there. But we are going to ignore all the ads and just go straight for the boss. So the reason that I spent a lot of time in here previously is to get the cavalry set. It was a nice leveling set. All of the gear from here is good for leveling alts. And it looks nice too. That's one of the main reasons that I went for it. So, see, those chasers are going to appear up there. They are not going to aggro on us. I'm going to wait for... No. We are not going back and we are not rescuing... Nope, 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 nope. Don't. Oh, okay, so... He just went up there and aggroed these guys. And we won't get any loot from this. Because they killed the goblin. But, yeah, this is technically side stuff you do not need to do. And these chests rarely have anything useful aside from maybe potions or some ethereal gear. Okay, this is the second boss. The second boss, please don't stun this guy. I need the stuns on this one. I need the stuns on this guy. Or, boss is going to go after, Brayflox. Brayflox spawns, comes in. Then... That is why I do not like you stunning. You've got to kill both of these in order to finish this. So halfway through the fight, the Tempest Bios is going to come out, and Brayflox is going to come out as well. Now, Brayflox is going to throw bombs at one of them, and it's going to aggro them. Yep, here we go. And that's when you stun, is when Brayflox throws the bomb and the monster starts going after Brayflox, because it lasts for just long enough that you should be able to kill it. Brayflox is going to run towards your healer, so stunning the boss is a good thing to do at this point. You have to time the stuns properly to make the fight easier. And we got the infantry gloves, so we'll pass on those. And what I've done is gone in here at max level just for the loot. Let's recommend gear, equip, update, and what are you doing? We are going this way. You can go any way you want through here. I like taking this route because you don't get as much chance for ads. The swamp pugils are the only things that you're really going to have an issue with. There we go. Grab that. Run out of that. And we just got 2 ads that are going to be wandering. Because that pugil's not going to wander. And so down here there are going to be a few chests that you can get, but those are going to be potions. So it's not worth the effort. So we got the 2 wanderers, so that we should be good for a while. That pugil should not be wandering over by us. If you get hit by this ability, it just lowers your magic vulnerability, or increases your magic vulnerability. So it's not an end-all. Grab you. Grab you. There we go. We will position ourselves. Keep an eye behind you, because that pugil is still wandering around. We'll be fighting that pugil anyway, because I'm not going to do what I normally do. So what I would normally do here, which I'm not going to do now, is I would go inside the gate. I'd stand inside there to avoid pulling this pugil, but we are pulling the pugil. We don't need to, but I do not really trustworthy of this group anymore. Okay, so this is the 3rd boss that we're coming up to. Let me get some water. Third boss, named Hellbender. Okay. Everybody's in? Okay. This boss, he will spit basically at somebody. And it's going to put them in a bubble. While they're in the bubble, they cannot move, and they will take increased damage. And you know when I said don't stun bosses? Yeah. They're not paying attention. So yes, Jack White Rabbit got the bubble. So you destroy the queer bubble. Just so that he doesn't take extra damage and he can actually do stuff. Do your light, run out. Do not get hit by the stagnant spray. Bubble one more person, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be Dango. Dango. Yep. Oh, that wasn't the bubble. Okay, now comes the last boss. Aiatar is the last boss. And you have to bring him down about 20% in this fight. So, that is that. We wait for the chest to open. Aiatar. Aiatar, that's what its name is. The chest. I take the Cuirass. That will be an upgrade. And I really love the way it looks. Okay. We're going to equip that before we do anything else. Update the gear. Along here, you don't have to pull everything, but you kind of will pull everything. Just the way it happens here. Don't get hit by the AoE. That's good, I got 2 of the cavalry pieces in one run. Grab the chaser. The other 2. So there's a chest down over here we're not going to be going after. But if memory serves, there's a ring in there usually. I might be thinking of a different duty. Yes, there will be something like that. chest with loot that doesn't drop elsewhere. But you've got to defeat a coral to get it. Not a difficult thing. But this is the last group that we're going to pull for this duty. After this, we go through the tunnel and we hit the last boss. Now, the last boss used to be a lot harder. And I'm really going to be, I mean, they're going to stun regardless of what I say. They've been ignoring my please don't stun requests. So, the boss can be stunned. We're going to watch the animation, and hopefully they won't pull the boss while we're watching the animation. So here comes Aiatar. They are, I think, the first dragon that we fight. So, the strategy for this boss that just makes the best sense is you get aggro, pull against the wall, and the reason you do this is so you can dodge out of stuff, so others don't get hit. He's going to fling pools of poison onto the ground. Now, these pools of poison are not the best thing to be standing in. They do damage to you, but they heal the boss. And that's the important thing that you've got to pay attention to. So, the reason that I bring the boss over here is to move the boss if the poison lands under it, because it'll target, it's probably going to target Dango. More than likely it's going to target one of the melee people. Yep. Toxic Vomit. And we gotta pull the boss out of it. And of course, they are both. Yeah. If you're DPS in this fight, please don't dodge in the direction the... Okay. Don't dodge in the direction the tank is going to be pulling the boss. But if the vomit gets landed on the tank, not much you can do. Yeah, and they've been stunning the boss. So, if the boss were at its old school strength, it would be a lot more difficult. Did they remove the healing from the poison? No, because it flashed up the thing saying, yeah. It would be a good time for them to limit break. There we go. Okay. So that is Aiatar. The fight is a lot easier because they've nerfed it, but that is how you complete that fight, and that is Brayflox's Longstep. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it informative. If you want to see more Final Fantasy XIV videos, please like, follow, and subscribe. The usual YouTube stuff. To catch me live, check out my Twitch, link in the description. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.